So, hi, I'm Lindsay Freeman. I teach agricultural education at the University of Wyoming. And this week I am getting to take over our Ag Ed Facebook page. And one of my favorite things about being an ag teacher is all the friends that you get to make along the way. And so this week I'm introducing you to a bunch of my very good friends. And with us this time is Ashley Spatz. And she's going to tell us who she is and why are we friends.
Yes. So my name's Ashley Spatz, as Lindsay said. I am currently the ag teacher in Basin, Wyoming at Riverside High School and the Paint Rock FFA advisor. It's a mouthful, trying to introduce myself. I would say that I honestly have no idea how long you and I have known each other.
Quite a while, since we were kids.
Yeah. We used to, well, we both showed at Laramie County Fair, but I generally showed against Dylan more than Lindsay. So really, I have actually no idea how long we've known each other. But I think kind of when we started to become more friends was probably actually my state officer year, because you were like one of the camp directors, and I think that you actually, you helped our state officer team like a lot that year. And I think ever since then, whenever we see each other at FFA events or anything like that, I tend to make a beeline for you. And so I think that, when we were both ag teachers, it was just really nice having like a familiar face and seeing you there. And thank goodness you still come to those things. So.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to like grow up as friends and then become ag teacher friends. That's like
Yes.
awesome.
Best friend ag teachers.
Okay, so my second question is my favorite part of being an ag teacher is that you get to make a bunch of friends. And so I'm wondering, what is your favorite part of what you do?
I think my favorite part of being an ag teacher is actually being around the kids and developing meaningful relationships with them. I just think that, when you first meet your kids, they're like eighth graders or ninth graders, and you just get to see them bloom from that first time to, when they're seniors and graduating. And it just, with graduation coming up and with everything going on, it's been, I feel like, very sentimental. I always get very sentimental at the end of the school year. And I think just watching kids succeed, whether that's in the classroom and helping them, or getting to see them walk across the stage at state convention, or even just watching them win like a basketball game or a volleyball game or a football game, or seeing them succeed in track. I think it just, like, they feel like my kids. And so I think that is by far one of the best things about being a teacher. And being an ag teacher means that you get to actually, spend a lot more time with them and see them outside of school. You get to see them on trips. And I think ag teachers can just develop a really special bond with their kids and their FFA members. So.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I don't know if it's like, I've only really ever taught at a small school, so I don't know if it's better in that way at a small school, but seeing them, like sometimes we get them as sixth graders and then we get to have them all the way through until they graduate, and just seeing a kid change from being a sixth grader to a senior, like that's totally cool just to think about how much they grow. It's fun.
I know. This is, I haven't quite had, from start to finish yet. Next year will be my first class where I had them as freshmen all the way through their senior year. But I just feel like this year, I don't know, it just felt really great this year. So.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, my final question is, what advice do you have? And you were on our call, let's see, 2 weeks ago, where we talked to a bunch of college students or first-time ag teachers, and a bunch of ag teachers got together and kind of shared advice and thoughts. And so I'm just curious, for this purpose, what is advice that you might have for college students or first-year teachers?
Well, I think that, and I gave this advice a couple weeks ago, but I think the biggest piece of advice I gave is not to compare yourself to each other. I think that as ag teachers, we kind of have a habit of comparing ourselves at state convention, and you just can't do that, because if you're a first year teacher, don't compare yourself to even a second year teacher, because that second year teacher has so much more experience already. Definitely don't compare yourself to someone like, Mr. Barry or my dad, because they've been teaching for forever. And even though we hope to someday be like those teachers, we just can't really compare to them, or we can't really compare ourselves to them. And you really can't even compare yourself to other first year teachers, because you all go into different programs, you all have different strengths, you all have different weaknesses, and that's completely okay. you know Comparison a lot of times takes away the joy and the happiness of things. So if you just compare yourself to how you're doing compared to others, it's just really takes away from some of that happiness that you can experience with your kids and with your program. So I just think, try not to compare yourself too much to others.
Yeah, well, that's so good. Even for like just in life in general, not just being a teacher. Yeah, wow. You're so wise. That's awesome.
I am
Cool.
an advisor, so
You're by the owl, right? Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you so much for all of your advice and wisdom. And if you would like to be a friend of mine like Ashley is, then you should like our Facebook page and then you can be my friend. So, Ashley, thank you for your time. Until we see each other again, thank you for being a friend.
yes, thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate being your friend. So, all right, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, see ya.